hear ye, and welcome to the Royal Geek Podcast, Anime Edition, Episode 3. I am your host tonight, Justin Sandoval, a.k.a. Sandy, and tonight I am joined by our regular otakus in the house, and we have Trevor McGee on the mics.
What's up?
And we have our boy JD.
What's going on, y'all?
And we are here to talk about anime. We have a really fun episode for you tonight, but we'll talk about those details in a little bit. But first things first. It's been a couple weeks since we had this anime talk. Everyone doing okay? Trevor, how's life been treating you?
It's been good, man. It's been good. We started some new workouts. Been typing away on my iPhone on Twitter. iPhone made by Apple. What kind of phone you got, Sandoval?
I'm repping the all-powerful Google Pixel 6 Pro.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. We can't share documents with you, of course.
No, you cannot, but it's okay because I know that I can sleep at night, and that's fine with me. Yeah. So
Slander.
On to a more entertaining weekend, I'm assuming. JD, why don't you hit the audience up where you were this weekend?
Man, I had a chance to go to AWA this weekend, man. Probably one of the best experiences I've had in a long time.
What is AWA for the people?
Anime Weekend Atlanta. So basically at the Cobb Galleria, all the anime nerds from your local areas, TikTokers, all that type of stuff was at the anime convention this weekend. They had panels, they had games. I think one of my favorite things from that convention this weekend was they had a Pokemon, like a Guess That Pokemon questionnaire panel, which for you guys that don't know, I'm a huge Pokemon person. My favorite Poke YouTubers, they didn't tell us, but they were actually running the panel, so I was able to go and meet them and talk to them. It was great. The weekend was amazing. They had a rave on Saturday with like a techno DJ who played like variations of anime music from like Naruto, all that good stuff, man. I would definitely have you guys check out the next convention. It's amazing.
That's incredible, man. What was the best cosplay you saw?
Chainsaw Man. There was a guy that actually had a working chainsaw on his head. Like, it was crazy. It was amazing.
Dude, I've seen a ton of Chainsaw Man cosplays recently popping out, and like it looks incredible. It looks sick. And you said it's a full working one, like
yeah, like it actually
engine revving
moved.
and everything. It was
crazy.
Oh my gosh, man, that's awesome, man. That's awesome. Any other ones that stood out to you that?
Any big side note? The downside to it was pre-registration was longer than registration, which was crazy. If you bought your tickets ahead of time, you were waiting 3 hours. If you bought your ticket there, you were waiting an hour.
That doesn't make any sense.
It was pretty crazy, but everybody pre-registered, so I guess they thought, hey. There was actually one from, what was it? I can't think of the anime right now. It's the one where the dog and the girl.
Oh man, you talking about Full Head Metal? Gosh.
Yeah, but they had the suit. They had the brother.
Oh, okay. Alphonse was there?
Yes, but they also did have the dog.
Oh, man. That just gets me every single time.
It was pretty dark. We took pictures and we cried. It was pretty bad.
Dang, dude. Okay. Well, hey, it sounds like you did have a good weekend.
Oh, for sure.
I definitely have been wanting to go to that one or MomoCon, like one of those. I just definitely want to get out to those. It sounds like a great time.
Oh, for
need
sure.
to leverage the podcast and get some passes.
You know what? I think maybe we can, let's try to set up our own panel next year, right?
For
How about
sure.
that?
They allow it, so I'm cosplaying next year, so let's do it.
Yes, man. That's awesome. You didn't cosplay this year, no?
No, I wasn't prepared, but I'm going to be prepared next year. Me and Lorenzo, we're going to have a cosplay.
Real quick. What's your ideal go-to cosplay? It doesn't have to be anime. It could be anything. What would you cosplay as?
Me and my friend Lorenzo actually want to do a Power Rangers cosplay.
Yes.
We just need a bigger group, which I think I can do.
What about you?
Would you do Mighty Morphin or?
I don't know, but I would be the Red Ranger because I feel like in most of my groups, I usually lead the team.
You're the Red Ranger personality.
Yeah, for sure.
That's awesome.
What about you?
Geez, man, put me on the spot like that. My go-to cosplay.
Goku.
No, it's not Goku.
Hey, it's me, Goku.
Yeah. No. I would probably do something like Marvel, to be honest with you. I would probably do like a Tony Stark or something like that.
That'd be sick. Yeah, mine would actually be DC, and it's just because of my hair and face. I would want to go Nightwing.
Ooh.
I
yeah,
was,
you're right.
yeah,
You got that look
with the
going
dark
down.
hair and the
Yep.
yeah, like it'd be easy to pull off. And if I were gonna do it, I'd want to drop real money
Oh,
and like
yeah.
get in sick shape. My family actually wants me to go as Professor Aizawa for My Hero.
Oh, that would be a good one.
Yeah, we at the house we call it, because it's a meme. We call
Mhm.
it Dadzawa because
Right.
of Eri and
Yeah.
the kids and all that. And so like we were talking yesterday at trick or treating, which is actually appropriate time of year for this, but
Yeah.
about growing my hair out.
To
Like
do
get it
that,
shoulder
to
length.
get that.
Yeah,
That'd be awesome, actually.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
simple cosplay. You just gotta look like him.
Right.
That's the
true.
hard part.
And you got to kind of make those whatever he wears on his eyes. You got to.
That would be tough.
The goggles, I feel like that's easy though.
You think so?
Mm-hmm.
You do, but you want to wear red contacts. I thought that
Yes.
through.
Oh,
Red contacts for
gosh,
sure. And
man.
if you could somehow like electrify your hair to stand up,
And
at,
you know
on
what?
command,
And you don't sleep for like the first 3 days.
For
like
sure.
leading
You
up
gotta
to-
look tired.
You got to look.
I don't
like
either. If you don't
look
so
tired, it's a wrap.
tired.
yeah, I don't anyways. So
Okay,
yeah.
well then you're on your way there,
Yeah.
man.
Anyways,
Guys, please, no Demon Slayer cosplay. Oh my god, if I see one more Tanjiro, I'm
it's
punching
too
him.
easy. It's too easy.
I did see one.
I saw one
I
yesterday.
saw one that was Tanjiro, but it was a full, like he was carrying a full box, and it was an actual girl in there as Nezuko.
It was
like,
his
she
sister.
sit-
It was actually from Momocon, which is crazy.
That's
really.
dope. That's
Yeah.
dope.
But I thought that it looked incredible. Like when it's an actual like
You can't hate on somebody in a box on someone's
yeah,
back. Sorry.
and literally carrying
Yeah.
100 pounds around. Like
But it's
it's
just it's a very easy one to pull off.
It is.
Because like
It
my
is.
kids were talking about like different My Hero ones, and I was like, my daughter wants to go as a Chaco.
Oh,
yeah.
that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm like,
She has a look for it, man. She can do it.
yeah,
Really?
but she does. But it would be such a complex costume to do well.
Yeah.
Because like my thing is I want to do it right. Anyways, we're off topic already.
Yeah.
But
But no, that's good. I mean,
Yeah.
he had a good weekend at AWA, and I'm glad you were representing all of us geeks out there for anime. We love it, man.
For sure. A lot of good merchandise, guys.
Okay, yeah, and you spent your big boy money, right? And got yourself some fun stuff, right?
Oh, yeah, of course.
what was the number one thing you got? Again, you got to
Uh,
share it for the people.
The Bleach sword, for sure. Ichigo's Bankai sword. It's full metal, it's real.
Dang, dude, that's awesome, man. It looked sick on the picture. We obviously don't have that for you, the listeners out there, but it looked fantastic.
Oh,
so.
yeah, for sure.
But yes, okay. So I think this would be a good time to go to any recommendations that we're doing right now. I know I just kind of love dropping stuff on you. You guys aren't prepared at all, so I'll go first.
Yeah, go ahead.
So I definitely have a lot going on right now because the fall season has started, and there's a lot of good anime out there. Okay, so for example, I am really enjoying Beast Tamer. Okay, I don't know if you guys have gotten into that yet, but it's a fun one. It's a fun anime. It's one of those more lighthearted ones. But it has an interesting storyline. The Beast Tamer class system, like for example, they're like the lowest ranked person in the Heroes Guild, whatever, right? And then there's like heroes, archers, like mages, all that kind of stuff. And then there's the very bottom, the Beast Tamer. The hero group kicks this one dude out because they're like, you're just a Beast Tamer, you're useless to us. Well, it turns out he's actually like one of the strongest Beast Tamers, but he doesn't know it because he's never actually seen another Beast Tamer before. And so he actually is OP and is able to tame a spirit beast. And so it's a fun anime. I'm really enjoying it right now. And you guys need to get on it if you haven't started it yet. But anyway, your guys' recommendations. You guys got anything?
I'll start with Blue Lock. You know, I was surprised to have
Clutch,
a
dude.
soccer anime as one of the ones that I thought was good. I'm not too big into sports animes. Kurokuro was the biggest one, but man, Blue Lock brings that intensity that you need. The main character, he thinks like that's his main power. Like he goes into the match and he's basically trying to plan out every single thing, and that's his biggest thing. You know, you got everybody that has their specialties. You got the power shooters. You got the ones that are good with defense. But he goes in, he plans, and he works around whatever's going on at the time. He's amazing. I feel like that's one of the biggest animes out right now.
Yeah, I like how he does. He literally talks to himself and he thinks through everything. He breaks it down for us, the viewer, on why he's going to make a decision. And I've enjoyed that aspect of it.
Yeah, and in the actual anime, they show like pieces of puzzles. Like he's putting the puzzle together. It's different puzzle pieces in every single match, so it's always different in his head. It's crazy.
Yeah, I've enjoyed it too.
I nothing new right now. I've been really busy. I am trying to, because of the new Hunter x Hunter chapters, I'm trying to get that finished. 'Cause I never
Okay.
finished it. And as the resident My Hero fan of the three of us, the new season is quickly heading towards like elite goated territory.
It is very.
I looked on
very good.
IMDb, and I think every episode is like an 8.8 or higher so far.
It's been great.
Well deserved. Like it is so, because like, in all honesty, no bias. Last season, last two seasons really were,
Yeah, that's
um,
accurate. Fair,
yeah, they were good. I enjoyed it, but this is like, oh my gosh.
dude. Hawk right now, like holy crap.
Yeah,
man.
Hawks is wilding out, man. Through the fire.
Oh my gosh, dude. But yeah, I've enjoyed all of these three animes that we've all mentioned here tonight. And I mean, I mean, Chainsaw Man episode 1 I thought was very underwhelming for me. However, episode 2, it is a fine show, man.
It picked back up?
It picked back up. Yeah,
Oh.
it is a. I mean, episode 1, the general consensus out there, the mainstream anime, they were all on board. They're like, "Oh, Chainsaw Man, the greatest thing in the history of the world." Like,
It's a lot.
yeah.
'cause of the
However,
manga.
it was. You're probably right. But I thought it was underwhelming. As a veteran anime fan, I thought it was underwhelming. But episode 2 was solid. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, a lot of good anime out right now. Obviously, Spy Family is
Love it.
a fantastic still.
Love it.
Oh, for sure.
Adding the dynamic of the dog is just incredible. I didn't know that they could do anything else to add to this family. But let's bring on like grandparents now. Let's bring in aunts and
Yeah.
uncles. Like, let's do this. Like, it's incredible.
Yeah,
man.
no, the word around our house is Borf.
Yes,
It was- what's the
yes.
dog?
When the dog barks, he
Yeah,
says,
Borf.
"Yeah."
Which is that's a common thing. We got
Yeah.
dogs. So it's a lot of
I
Borfs.
love reading that subtitle. Like they literally,
Borf.
yeah, Borf.
It's
Good.
perfect. Yeah, that's just such a good
Yeah,
show.
Anya, man, she continues to slay, dude.
I know this is an anime podcast. The manga for it is also hit like another gear.
Good, that's
Um,
great, man.
Yeah, it's some foolery happening right now.
Really?
How far ahead is the manga compared to where the episodes are at right now?
Pretty far.
Really?
Really?
Yeah, I guess a good bit. Like I think let me check. I was just reading it because
Because I might have to start getting into that then, because I look forward to these new episodes every single week. Man.
so that's my problem is I have ADD, and so they're 91 chapters.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah, and they do these like mid chapters, like a chapter 17.1.2 situation. But yeah, they're pretty far ahead.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, but it's a great show. Man.
Yeah, I honestly think we might be in like a golden age.
A new one, yeah,
of
a new
anime.
golden age, yeah, for sure.
You think so?
Yeah, I do. I really feel like we are right now.
And it's just becoming more. Again, like I said on our first podcast, like it's becoming more and more mainstream.
Yeah.
And a lot of people that are veterans that aren't quite as kind as you, they complain about it. Well, back in my day, you know,
Yeah.
and all this stuff. Like, man, look, let people like what they like, man. Because if the more stuff sells overall, the more stuff that gets made, the better opportunities and stuff that we want to get made gets made. And that's when I get. To enjoy
you're
my
right.
stuff.
That's a good point. I mean, I mentioned on the first podcast. I'm sorry, JD, you weren't here for the first one.
Sorry.
But I mentioned on the first one. A part of me wants to be that old man on your lawn, like, hey, children, get off my lawn, like, leave my anime off mainstream, right? Like that's a part of what. But in all actuality, what you say, Trevor, is true. The more people that like it, the more content and quality content we get. Like
I learned that from video games of all places, because like I'm the oldest one here. I'm 34, I think, right? I'm older than you.
you're older than me,
Yeah.
by like 6 months. But
yeah.
anyway.
Okay,
moving
cool.
on.
So we're the same age. And like, well, back growing up, like multiplayer games weren't as big of a thing.
Yeah.
And it was a bunch of like all AAA studios made single player games, and they made them really well. There were some like iconic video games, and as social media became a thing, you would drop a new game, the single player, and it would just get roasted. And then the company started seeing that was as a loss of money, a loss of like kind of social favor, and so they started doing more things that grab your attention. The gacha games, like Fortnite with battle passes and all that stuff, and like the new Call of Duty, which I'm playing, which is good. All battle pass driven. Overwatch 2 battle pass driven. So, anyways, we got to appreciate what we got because it will stop getting made for
Yeah,
sure.
you're right.
Yeah. I think you're right. That's the right take to have. I
Yeah,
believe.
and we don't want to go to a place where anime is being made purely to make a dollar because all the creativity goes out the window. I'm not going to soapbox it, but I'll just say that capitalism is supposed to breed innovation, and that is not true necessarily. And so I'm not going to go any deeper than that.
Right.
But I don't want us to start trying to make more money off anime because then they're only going to make one kind. So
Correct.
Spy Family is not
Yes.
getting made.
No, it's not getting made if everybody is all on like DBZ. Like
Yeah.
that's
And that's what sells. And that is what sells. I mean, it's still, after 30 years, is like the number one thing. So I guess let's leave room and appreciate everything.
Yeah.
That's my soapbox for
I
the
agree.
day.
good. Yeah, good. All right. So now on to the main course of our podcast tonight.
What do we have, Sandoval?
We, as our listeners can already know, because they're reading the title of this episode, we are doing a anime draft.
Dun,
Okay.
dun, dun, dun.
Yes, exactly.
Dun,
So
dun,
we
dun.
are crossing worlds here. We are crossing the sports world with the anime world. All right, and we are doing a draft, snake style, of
Snake.
yes,
Yes,
exactly.
sir.
So, for example, three of us here, which we have predetermined draft orders. So JD is going to go with the first overall pick. I'll be picking number 2. And Trevor will be picking number 3, and then as a snake, he'll be picking in the first and the second round. I'll be stuck in the middle, and JD hitting up the back end and looping it back around. So here are the rules of the draft. Okay, we are going to do. Did we decide on 6 picks?
Yes. So,
Okay.
Can we do the rules? I have them written down.
Okay.
I'm ready.
Okay.
Go for it.
I'm
yeah,
ready,
yeah,
yeah.
Go. Yeah, do it.
All right.
Go for it.
All right. In the anime fantasy football draft, we have here are the
Shout out
rules.
League of Dreams.
Yeah, League of Dreams, where I'm currently just dying,
All right.
struggling. Yeah, we're gonna have 7 slots. Each one of us are gonna pick a main character, a secondary character, a female character, a universe, our favorite universe, a villain, and then our favorite opening/closing song from an anime, and then we're gonna close it out with a little treat, our most hated.
Most
Oh,
hated.
nice.
And so the rule for the last pick will be a little bit different. I'll explain the rules now. So the rule is no one can have the same shared anime universe on their team. For example, if I draft Goku as my main character, which I'm not going to, if I were to do that, I then could not take Vegeta as a secondary. If I were to draft Deku as my main character, I could not have the My Hero universe as my universe. If I were to draft Deku and Sandy wanted to take the My Hero universe, that is fine. So when you draft from a universe, from an anime, you are now locked out of choosing anything else from that anime.
Yes.
But no one else is until they pick from the same one. Clear enough?
All right. Clear
Sounds
enough.
good to me.
I'm gonna guess that one of us is gonna mess up with one of those rules.
I got you guys.
tonight. But
I'm ready.
You think so?
you be there to correct it. I'm looking at you. That's what I'm looking.
You think so? I don't think so. Mine is pretty outrageous, so I don't think.
Listen,
I'm gonna
I know
cross those boundaries.
I know what you have drank in your system tonight. So
yeah, but my list is pretty intact.
pretty intact. Okay.
yeah, for
well,
sure.
guess what? You do have the first overall pick, and you are now on the clock, good
Da-da-da,
sir. Yep.
da-da-da.
There we go.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So my first pick, as most people know, for my MC is going to be Yusuke. These hands are ready to eat for everybody. Urameshi.
Oh man. Okay, that's a great first pick for an MC. Yu Yu Hakusho is. It's one of my favorites of all time.
It's on my shirt. I mean,
you're
there's
literally wearing it right
Yeah,
now.
you're
Yeah.
right now.
I
Nothing
should have
I can say
known.
about
I
that.
should have known you coming in there getting that first pick. But he might be one of the best MCs ever. But
he goes into the battle not caring who you are. You could be in a wheelchair. He's
Yeah.
gonna hit you. Like, what are we
If
doing?
I'm not mistaken, was he not? Didn't we put him S tier?
we did.
we did. Yeah.
Yeah,
And that
for
was
sure.
you. That was
Yeah.
you.
I fought for that, man.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
yeah,
for sure.
absolutely.
You
Yeah.
died on that hill.
I did, and that's a great first pick, man. And I hate that I don't have
The
the
first.
first overall pick now. So, but that's okay. That's okay. All right, so we're putting together a team here. All right, and he's starting it off with Yusuke, which fantastic. All right, with my second pick, I'm gonna have the second overall pick.
Mhm.
All right, I'm also gonna go MC.
Ooh.
But I'm gonna go MC, and you know what? I have a feeling that this guy might not even be on anybody's radar, but it's a shame because he should be, because I'm just going to say it. I'm going to go with Edward Elric from Full Metal Alchemist.
Wow.
That's a pretty good pick, though.
It is. As an MC, if you really think about it, all right, first off, he's in the fight. He's always in the fight.
Oh,
right?
for sure.
But the things that draw me to him is, one, his love for his brother. All right. This dude is his whole purpose is to restore his brother. All right. His whole everything is to restore his brother. He literally gave up his right arm just to grab the soul of his brother and infuse it into the armor, right? And so me being an older brother myself, obviously this
You're my older brother.
this hit on so many more levels than just anime surface level. Like I kind of just related it back to like me and my brother's relationship, that kind of thing. So I mean, overall, I think Edward Elric is a great MC, man. I'm taking that one.
It's a
All
good
right.
pick. Not gonna lie.
That is a good pick. That is a good pick. I'm gonna break this up just to be different. I'm daring to be different. I think I'm gonna go probably for use some fantasy terms. Might go for a reach here.
First overall pick, or first round reach.
Yeah, first round reach. But I get the back to backs though.
You do.
Ooh, I do get to go back to
Ooh.
backs. Ooh. All right. That kind of threw me off now. I forgot I had back to backs. I'm gonna go. All right, for my first pick, I'm gonna go Killua Zoldyck.
Oh, I think
Oh.
I knew you took JD's pick. I knew it.
Second.
That was a
second.
good pick, man.
secondary,
I'm not
man.
gonna lie to you.
Dang.
That dude, man. I said I'm watching it. I dabbled in it when I was younger. I'm going through it now. Find me a better, more well written character. I'm here for it. I don't think you can. So for me, I'm very fond of saying if I'm gonna like a character, the first thing that I catch is the aesthetic.
Yeah.
The aesthetic has
Yeah.
to be right.
Yeah.
And so, it's art is a subjective thing. It's art is based off the person looking at it, right? So how you perceive something. And so for me, I really dig the vibe. Like he looks cool as heck, man.
He does.
He
yeah.
does.
The
He
lightning, the moves he has, like his particular skill set, the family he grew up in, traumatized. and
Why'd you
then
have to do me like that, man?
I had to. I
It's-
had to.
You know,
it's
I
great.
almost wore his shirt today.
Now, I will say for the listeners, since the anime is not on the YouTube yet, like our main channel, RGP. But JD's face when he made his pick was absolutely priceless.
Which I gotta say, I feel like I zigged left.
Yeah.
When I should have zigged right.
That's a good pick.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I feel real strong about it. All right. So, yeah, I mean, I can't say enough good things. And what actually pulled me back in to finishing Hunter x Hunter. And when I stop something for years and come back to it, I always start from the very beginning, which is why I'm back at ground zero. But I saw a clip of him fighting on Instagram, and I was like, that dude's cool, man. I want to watch more of him.
I want to see more of him.
Yeah, and so just love it, man. Like just his whole vibe, the way that Goen's like, you're my best friend, and he's like embarrassed, but like he's slick, it appreciates it.
Right.
It's perfect. All right, so that's my first pick. Let's see here. Man, the back to backs is
You can.
tough.
I mean, you can literally go any direction here.
I know.
So many options.
I want to stay away from main character.
Oh, really? You're gonna try to get that value? Is that what
I
you're gonna
might,
do?
yeah. I think. Let me think. Villain.
It's not like you had like 2 weeks to plan for this. It's okay.
I know, right? So let me real quick. I'm going to the judges for this. What about for the villain? What about a character who, like, was very villainous for an extended period of time, but was the main character, but ended up being good?
I feel like I know where he's
I
going.
already
with
know
it.
where he's going with it,
You don't. I'm zigging.
I mean,
Okay,
I'll allow it.
Yeah,
I'll
it's
allow
allowed.
All right, like he killed a lot of people.
Oh,
Horrible
okay.
things.
Okay, go for it.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna go with Lelouch of the Rebellion from Code Geass.
Oh, that wasn't the direction I
That's
thought he was
not
going.
what I thought you
but
were going
I'll
either.
take
I
it.
know,
But no, that makes sense.
I feel great about
wow.
it. Yeah, I wanted to go weird. with that one.
And you know what? I like that pick, man. So you're gonna classify that as your villain, right?
I think
That's
that's a
your
good
villain.
pick, man.
Yeah.
Because he's nuanced. I wanted
Yeah.
to go nuanced with it. And I will tell you, now that we're here,
Mhm.
my secondary up until probably like last night, I was gonna wait and go Suzaku Kurogi from Code Geass because he's a
Oh.
great secondary.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Such a good, again, real cool backstory with the prime minister being his dad. He killed him because of the war to try to stop it. It was good stuff. Anyways, that's me.
Okay.
Lelouch, and his death was dope. and it redeemed everything that happened. But he was a horrible person. He was the archetype for Eren Yeager.
You're right. Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
right.
Oh my
He's the
goodness.
original
Yes.
Eren Yeager.
You're right. You're
You're
100%
right.
right on that. And dang, dude, that's good. Okay, that's a good pick. That's a good pick. So you went villain second. So
Villain second.
I'm gonna go secondary character.
Okay.
And I have a feeling that I might steal somebody's secondary.
Can't
maybe,
steal
maybe. I don't know. Actually, you know what? I think I'm a standalone here. I think the secondary is going to be no. You guys don't have him on your board. I don't think. But you ready for this one?
I'm
Yeah, go
prepared.
for it.
Levi from Attack on Titan.
that's
I'm going
pretty
Levi,
good.
dude. Levi is he's a secondary character. He's a short man. But
Short King, stand up.
Yes,
I'm here.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
But he is absolutely like OP, man. He is incredible. Like when
Beast
the
Titan,
Beast
man.
Titan scene, man. To this day, when if I'm feeling like down in the dumps, I just pull up the clip of him approaching the Beast Titan. And his streamline on his like ODM
The arm,
gear,
when
dude.
he circles
yes,
up the
the
arm.
circle up the arm. It does not get any more beautifully animated than the
And
circle
Zeke-
up the
and
arm.
The
It's-
fear on Zeke's
yes,
face.
Yes, the best part is that it's zoomed in on Zeke. Like you could see it, like the like pulling his skin, and he's like, "What is going on right now?" And
This
he's so
man is-
confused.
he's
this man
so
is 5'2".
confused. He's
Of just knives.
dude. He's JD. Okay, like
Yes.
and
For
he
sure,
is
100%.
Yeah, and he is circling this dude's arm. He's got the ODM gear just
So
like,
good.
double-handed, double-fisted, like just boom.
He
and
knew what he was doing.
Yeah, and I don't know how Zeke got out of that, man. To be honest with you, but he
the grace
put
of
the
God.
he put the grace of God he got out of it, but he put the fear of God in him, man.
Yeah.
It was
Well, and what was funny, like, just because I love Levi. Like, Levi's great. And later on in the anime, obviously, assuming everyone's caught up, like, they're over fighting. Like when Eren goes and they're all over there fighting on their territory
Yeah.
now. I can't remember the name of the place anymore, but they're like still like, watch out for this dude.
yeah.
Where's
he's
freaking
kinda- yeah, yeah.
Levi at? Like, find
They
him.
talk about him for like maybe I think it's 4 or 5 episodes before he actually even makes an appearance.
Yeah,
Like,
like a whole other country, and
Yeah.
these dudes are on an island behind walls. Like, there's this little fella, and I'm telling y'all, if y'all see him,
yeah. And it's Zeke,
untransformed.
it's Zeke is the one spreading the
yeah,
word.
he's like, this man is problems.
There's a guy coming. Run.
yeah, this man is
yeah,
problems.
when you see him, you'll know.
Levi, like Yusuke, Levi holds the record for always stanced up.
Oh, for sure. Like,
Like,
there's
yeah.
no question.
So
Consistently.
I'm very comfortable with that pick for my
Hell of a house
That's
cleaner
a
too.
Pretty
Yeah.
good pick.
Oh
not
yeah,
gonna
you're
lie.
right.
He is a hell of a house cleaner. Like he keeps that stuff clean.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. So anyway, JD, you're about to have back-to-back picks here, and I'm actually a little worried that you might steal some of my people. So
You know what? I'm gonna go universe, and for you listeners at home, my universe is gonna tie into my main character, so it's gonna make sense. All right.
I'm excited.
So my universe is actually Pokemon.
Ooh, that's a good.
Okay.
universe.
Dang it. Okay.
So with
Oh, that
that,
hurts.
I have a team for Yusuke.
I like that. I like that.
I was gonna be different, and I was gonna have like different generations, but most of the listeners stopped at Gen 1. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna give my Gen 1 Yusuke team. Okay.
Oh dang! I didn't expect.
I like
this.
where this
I'm,
is going.
I'm actually all on board with this, and this is probably a separate podcast for
I was gonna say, real before you start, we absolutely have to have a podcast where we pick our
our
six
starters.
Team. Yeah, our
Yes.
6 team, our 6-person team, our
You know
6
what?
poke team.
I like that.
It's happening next
Well,
episode,
well,
fellas.
and actually, the new games drop on the 18th
Oh,
of this
and I'm
month.
already pre-ordered. So.
Me too, brother.
Me too.
It's
Me
time.
too.
I got both.
Let's
I'm
go.
doing both.
Really?
I'm
Yeah.
doing Scarlet and Violet.
He's-
No stone unturned.
It makes sense though.
I'm looking at buying a new Switch just to make sure that me and the kids all
Ooh.
have like independent. Like this is gonna be a whole thing.
I like that.
Yeah.
Are we about to get ready to record next episode, but then like have a battle here? with all three of ours?
Yeah,
exactly.
we need to we might need to do an earlier episode
Yeah.
when Pokemon drops. Have a Pokemon themed episode.
I like
Anyways,
that.
It's
carry
done.
on.
It's happening.
Carry
It's
on.
happening.
Go for it.
We're
You
doing
got
it.
All right. So because
Love it.
he is the Ghost Boy, he's going to get Gengar.
Love
right
it.
off
Oh, of
rip.
course. Of course. Of course.
Who had a really good showing recently in the anime?
Oh, for
If
sure.
you're caught,
Against-
if you're caught up. Don't spoil because it's
You're right.
overseas caught up. I'm like literally illegally streaming at the FBI's. At my
Wait,
door.
hold on.
I agree.
Wait, spoilers on this for the listeners. Like, fast forward 15 seconds, dude. Ash getting worked. Anyway, moving on. Okay.
Did you expect anything different?
No, I did not. But I already know how it's gonna end, so it's
Yeah.
okay. We're good.
End spoiler.
Yeah,
for
okay.
sure. I picked Primeape as the fighting type. You
Okay,
know,
yeah.
Yusuke walks
Rated
up and
E.
he hits anybody that he
Stance.
wants to.
Yeah.
Stance.
There is nothing but attitude.
A
So I
stance
think
king.
Primeape was the perfect pick for him.
Yeah. Hold on, before you go further, there's
for sure.
there's one in my mind that if you don't say, I'm probably gonna like throw hands at you. But anyway,
That's
continue.
fine. Please.
All right.
The next one is Charizard.
Okay.
I feel like Charizard is the stepchild of the trio. He has a big attitude problem, and he just does whatever he wants to do. And that's
Big-
Yusuke
big
to a
That's
T.
Yusuke.
He
Yep.
does whatever he wants to do.
Spiritual spirit animal for sure.
So crazy enough, because of Pooh, I picked Dratini.
Oh, okay.
Dratini is like the baby dragon type of the generation. He doesn't know too many moves, but he's just there to keep you comfort until he gets to his next evolution. I feel like that was the best one.
Yeah.
My next pick for him is actually a shiny Pokemon,
Ooh.
shiny Gyarados.
We love to see it. We love to see it.
Yep.
The reason I picked Gyarados, one, was because he can learn things like Dragon Breath, which I kind of classified Yusuke's Spirit Gun to. I feel like that was a good overall pick. Gyarados has a very big attitude problem, and again, does whatever he wants to do. He'll fire off on whoever he wants.
Gyarados also can learn Hyper Beam, and that's also Spirit Gun style.
That is very
Also,
true.
real quick tangent. Also, in the original Pokemon anime, the Gyarados episode when they're after the SS hand sinks and they're all out floating in the ocean, and the Gyarados all come up around them. Or
The circle.
right.
dance.
That's like, as a kid, I was like, "That's scary, man."
For sure.
What is this thing?
My last pick, which I'm sure Sandy's gonna say something because I feel like I haven't picked this Pokemon yet. Moltres.
You did not pick him, but
I wanted to put a legendary on the team. I feel like Zapdos and Articuno didn't really fit his style. Moltres is kind of like the one that's there for the trio, and he's kind of like the mediator. So I feel like he was a big one. He's the one that kept the team together. He's the one, that got Guabara to change his old mentality from being a bully to being one that serves the people, I feel like that's Moltres to a T. So I feel like that was the good round off. Instead of picking somebody like Mewtwo who's only really in for it for himself, he selfishly did a whole battle with like fake Pokemon to prove a point. That's not Yusuke.
That's true.
This
You're
has been the JD bonus section.
Yeah.
You come for the draft, you stay for the Pokemon.
Yeah,
for sure.
Exactly. Dude,
Who's your Pokemon?
you literally talk about Yusuke of the guy who's gonna be throwing hands no matter what, right? And how do you not get Hitmonchan for Yusuke?
But that's why I picked Primate though.
I get that.
Primate's
I
got
get
the-
that.
The one that it pops off on. Bro, there was an anime episode where Primate stole Ash's hat.
Listen, that's season
30
one. That's
30
season
minutes.
one. Season 1, episode
30 minutes
like
of him.
22, man. Like, come on, let's go. Like,
30 minutes of him literally punching everything.
I know.
for sure.
I know. I get that. But Hitmonchan's hands are faster than like lightning, bro.
And I
It's
agree.
insane.
I don't know.
I get it. I get it. Your team is good. It's a great, solid team for Yusuke.
That's the most. That's the most toxic. Your team is good I've ever heard in my life. Yeah, your team is good. It's not
Yeah,
right, but
It
it's
could have
good.
been better, but it's good.
Yeah, it's good. It's fine. No, there's no problems.
Yeah.
I mean, there's problems, but it's
I get I get it then. I get it there. But I'm glad you had time to think about that. And I'm a little mad you picked the Pokemon universe, and I'm a little mad that I wasn't as smart as you. So okay, congratulations.
I have the second overall draft pick here. So my villain
Yeah,
is
you're back to back. Let's go.
actually one that I think could take any villain in any universe.
Except for his own.
No, he could take his own for sure.
Okay.
We're gonna go with that boy Aizen from Bleach.
Ooh.
Okay.
Okay.
Aizen literally bodies everybody.
Yeah.
For you guys that haven't read the recent manga, I'm sorry, spoilers. He's stronger than Ichigo. He's crazy.
Right now.
No, just in general, he's crazy. Aizen is amazing. I think Aizen could go toe to toe with Frieza. Honestly, he's one of those main villains that
Even Frieza Black. Like.
yeah, Aizen is in for it for himself. Like he does what he wants to do, and he doesn't really have a purpose to do what he does. He just does it. Aizen's one of those villains that doesn't have a motive, and he does not share his intentions. I think that's the biggest thing. He doesn't share his intentions with the main character, so you never know what's going on. Aizen's one of those villains.
Okay.
So.
All right, man. Respect to that, man. Respect. I am not caught up in the manga with Bleach, but I am maybe 2 episodes behind in Blood War arc. So we'll see. I'll probably come to that same conclusion.
Okay.
But I'm not fully there yet. Okay.
For sure.
So, but solid pick. Solid pick. All right. So you've had your back to back.
Yep.
And now it's kicking it back to me. I'm kind of sad I don't have a back to back.
That's
I'm
what
getting a little
happens.
jealous now.
You
Sorry,
you
Sandy.
slick were like,
Yeah.
I get to pick second, and I was like, all right, cool, man. I'll
You're
take
the
it.
host, so
Yeah,
you know.
that's fine. It's fine. It is what it is. You know, I'll do that. But all right. So I am going to go with universe at right now, and I want to make sure that this one does not get picked.
I'm a little nervous.
Later on. All right. So, Trevor, I'm looking at you here as our resident My Hero
Oh
Academia.
no, there he goes.
I am gonna
No.
go with the My Hero universe, and
It's a
mainly
great
because deep down in my soul, I am a huge superhero fan in
You
general.
are.
Okay, and what better way to have a universe than a universe of powers, quirks, and the ability to become heroes and face off against villains? Man, it's an incredible universe, and I feel like they did a really good job throughout the seasons building this universe into what it is now in these new seasons. Like you literally just said in the recommendation section that it's potentially on the level of being goated this new season. Right?
Yes, yeah, it might be. I mean, we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
Real quick pause. The animation of Shigaraki falling out of the pod, I've never seen a smoother animation in my life. Like it was really good.
Oh my goodness!
I
Yeah,
am
it was
upset.
great.
I'm upset. I wasn't. That was on the table for me,
Mhm.
but I don't know if it was my. It's not my next pick. My next pick's already written down because no one's gonna pick it.
Yeah,
But yeah, I think too the My Hero universe. I've said this before, like a fair criticism, although I don't think it's grounded because that's not what the show is supposed to be. But there's so many characters that a lot of them are one note. Like Ida is the guy that follows the rules and is fast,
right, correct.
and likes beef stew. That's canon.
That's
canon.
It is canon. You're right.
And so, but as far as the idea of the world, it's really well written and it's really well thought out. And I think that also among all of the different worlds, if you're going to have powers, that's the most, I think, tangible and like accessible to us because of the superhero genre that we've grown up with. That makes sense. A dude who's super strong or super fast or can fly or whatever, that makes a ton of sense. So it's very, honestly, great job by the creator to make something that Westerners would be
gravitate towards.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's going to be so familiar.
Like
For sure. They
Yeah.
brought up like the DC and Marvel aspect into anime, and I feel like that was one of the biggest things. You know, in the US, we're big on Superman, we're big on Batman. We have all of those superheroes that we can fall back on. The Marvel universe right now is one of the biggest things that you can have. The Marvel, the MCU is huge. So to have an anime that brings out quirks, which are basically superpowers
exactly.
of anime, I feel like that was a big W in his, in his aspect.
Yeah, and I think no, it's really well done. Also, sidebar, I can talk about this some other time, but they're in the manga and just overall, they're positioning Deku, in my opinion, as a type of Spider-Man-esque character. Great power, responsibility, optimism, morality. Like even in the newest movie, the way they animated him and his moves were Spider-Man-esque. Anyways,
You're right.
Love that. My pick now. Huh?
Yeah, you get back to back.
All right,
again.
I'm going. I'm staying. I'm keeping it weird and going for getting tough, high possible picks off the table. Female character.
Oh gosh.
Ooh.
Oh man, I was hoping I was the first one to do female, but anyway.
Yeah, that one's hard. Not
Yes,
gonna lie.
sir. And I said this before we started the podcast. The fact that it's hard raises another issue. Would love to see more female-led anime out there. I think that are more female-led shonen anime that have action and kind of rise to popularity. There's plenty out there that are
Secondary.
yeah. like slice of life. But like it'd be cool to see some.
Or eye candy, like
Yeah,
that kind
yeah.
of
For
stuff.
sure.
Yeah.
Big boobs,
Yeah, that's it. It's true. It's facts. And so for me, I'm going with one of maybe the most elite female character.
Ooh, okay, that's a bold
Um,
statement.
It is a bold statement. Noelle Silva from Black
Oh, that's a
no
good one.
I know.
I wouldn't have thought of
Dude.
that, actually.
Actually, now that you mention it, like her character development has been
It's-
some of the greatest for a
amazing.
female in anime.
So
her
well done.
family aspect.
Yes,
And,
the fact that she's spit on like by her
Mhm.
brothers and sisters.
But then why is she spit on? Because of the things that happen, man.
Yeah.
It's elite.
Well, the fact
Dude.
that her birth was the reason their
Mhm.
mother passes away, and they hold it against her. Like
Mhm.
it's,
Todoroki of freaking Black Clover. That was an
is.
amazing pick.
yeah.
yeah. No, I mean, thank you. I feel
Dang, why wasn't I thinking about that?
I feel really good about it. And
well,
then
no, I feel dumb not thinking about it in the first place.
Right.
Like, what the heck?
What was I doing when I picked my character?
all right. So universe.
Good.
Yeah, I appreciate that. So I get to go next.
For sure.
Universe. while y'all were talking, I was quiet because I was really processing female character. I went through the encyclopedia. It was almost, I don't want to give y'all any help. I'm not going to, never mind. But I had a few lined up. I was ready. Universe. I'm going to go with, oh man, fun universe to live in.
And for all you listeners out there, Trevor is truly thinking about this hard. And
no,
it's
yeah,
like,
I
Contemplating.
yeah, I didn't want to come with a list. I wanted to come in and I wanted to react off you guys. I'm gonna go with, dang, all right, I'm gonna go with the most fun universe probably of all of them to live in. The Dragon Ball universe.
Okay, yeah.
Not more fun than Pokemon. I'm sorry, but
No, probably not. I don't know though, man.
I don't know.
It's tight.
The Dragon Ball universe, first off, is probably one of the most diverse universes because you
agree.
literally have pig people walking around.
Yeah,
right?
and like
and then whatever the heck Popo is, like, for real.
imagine you being a human during a Cell Saga, though.
Bro.
Well, right, exactly.
Well, and then the Buu saga, they're like, remember what happened in the Cell Saga? Give me your energy when Goku's doing the
Right.
saga.
Oh gosh, which I saw a really great meme this weekend regarding the Cell Saga. Well, Spirit Bomb. Anyway, when Goku did the Spirit Bomb, right, and it says millennials are so tired right now because they gave all their energy to Goku when he dropped the Spirit Bomb.
That might be so. So Dragon Ball universe for me, I wasn't really my first choice. Does everybody have a universe picked? Okay, my first choice for the universe was going to be actually Hunter x Hunter, but I rated Killua higher than Hunter.
Yeah.
I agree.
The reason why is that I think that from you talk about diversity and just depth, the Hunter x Hunter universe has like levels on levels on levels on levels. Every time that you think that, okay, it's going to be this, all of a sudden there's this city, and then there's a game that's an island that's not a game that is a game, and then there's talking ants, and then it's just like, and there's like continents and geopolitical, it's pretty intense. But I think to live in though, like power, I think is most accessible in the Dragon Ball universe. Like if you can find a teacher, if you can find Goku or Roshi or somebody, you can learn to fly. Gohan taught Videl to fly in like 3 weekends. Like,
that's true. You're right.
And so like that would be sick to live in that. I mean, every other like My Hero universe, awesome, unless you're born quirkless, in which case get bent. Like
Sorry, you can find All Might.
Yeah, right. Yeah, eat his hair. Pokemon though, I'll say I would rate Pokemon universe higher than mine. Higher than Dragon Ball, but barely, just because you can companionship and adventure with these things over time, which is sick. And you don't have to be powerful, and it's a much more friendly. Like your worst case scenario is Team Rocket.
The MC is literally immortal. He's gotten hit by every move imaginable.
I would love for us to one day take 15 minutes and talk about Ash Ketchum's physical strength and how it's actually on par with Goku and Saitama. That man, like he's holding, it's not Cosmog, it's the other one in one of the shows, and it's like 13,000 pounds or something, and he's just like holding it in his hand. Like he hits Mewtwo with a freaking tree trunk, like in one of the movies. Like this dude he's yoked.
Yo, for sure.
He's a beast. Anyways, so Dragon Ball is my universe, and that leaves me with my main character and opener closer to fill. I also added, and we should do this at the end, honorable mention for what you didn't get to pick that you wanted to pick.
Okay. I can do that.
Yeah. But then I'm looking at so to kind of a recap for where we're all at. I've got Killua with my first pick. Lelouch is a pseudo villain as my second pick. Noelle Silva, the goddess, with my third pick, and then Dragon Ball my fourth. Sandy's got Edward Elric first, Levi, Kidder Ackerman second, My Hero third. JD's got Yusuke, hands rated E for everyone, all comers, all times. His first pick, Universe, is Pokemon. The second pick, and Izan is third pick for villain.
Yes.
Ruthless. All right, Sandy, you're up. Fourth pick for you.
All right, so it is so far it's been a tough decision where I'm going to go next, okay?
I see you've. So again, for y'all are listening, y'all aren't watching. I actually stalled a little bit and talked more than I wanted to because I glanced over and I saw him buried in his phone trying to figure out his next pick.
I'm trying to, because I know who I want to do.
That's a lifeline. That's pro style over here.
But that's actually, I'm glad you did that too. All right, so I've come to my decision. All right,
Here it is.
I'm gonna go villain next. All
Da-da-da.
right,
Ooh.
yes, I'm gonna go villain next, and I think you guys might be a little surprised in this pick, but I am going to go with Garu from One Punch Man.
Ooh.
That's where I'm going.
Really?
Yes.
You know what?
I
Yeah.
love that.
See that.
Yes.
Well,
so
I will say, have you read the manga?
I have. Yes.
I feel like you're a little biased to the manga.
Okay, I'm fully caught up on the manga. That's.
Yeah,
I
me
mean,
too.
So
You're-
listen. Yes, but however, for what we've seen so far, all right.
Well, let's tease it for the people. There's a reason why, and it's coming in the anime, why
coming.
Sandy just put
Yes.
Garu is
You're gonna be
fourth.
surprised, guys.
Yeah, he's not finished.
Yes.
The hero killer, Stain Jr.
Yes.
That's what we call him.
Stain Jr.
Is
Yes,
not
Hero
done.
Hunter is coming. Yes,
Right.
but let me just go ahead. Aesthetically, like he looks like
Cool.
a villain. He looks awesome. I love his
Dope.
hair. His hair is amazing. If I could do that, pull that off, I would.
You
right?
can.
But what also gets me is that his whole arc in season 2 in the anime, just how he like accidentally like keeps getting beat by just
Saitama, man.
Yes,
Oh
Saitama.
my God,
it's like by
so
accident.
funny.
Like,
Accidentally,
like they don't cross paths like on intentionally, but
And
yet they cross paths.
He's hunting
Unintentionally.
everybody
Did
else.
you do a spoiler warning
Yeah,
already?
no, I did not, but it's okay.
can't.
If you haven't seen season 2 by now, season 3 coming out in like in a couple months,
And
so-
you need to be ready because it's good.
Yeah.
It's good.
But yes, no, Garu, he's a great villain. He really is.
In the
And-
shops, man. In the
Yes,
shops.
yes. Oh my
He-
gosh,
Well,
man.
and also like what makes a good villain for me is some depth and the kid that Garu
Yeah, that he
befriends
Yeah.
really adds layers to kind of the emotion of why he's a villain and what it like
That's true.
because he's growing up he watches these villains get smacked around and he's like what like that's not fair.
Why
And-
is this happening?
Yeah.
We can put that in the real world, and we see people who are made as villains by certain forces or whatever, and they're smacked around and they're oppressed, and they shouldn't be. And so I think it's really well done,
Yeah.
and it tugged to the heartstrings. Not as much as the 5 minutes of screen time. Again, sorry, Hunter x Hunter. Just saw it last night. The Chimera Ant arc, where the two kids. It like spends like half an episode to the two little kids in the town in the NGL or whatever.
Right. Yeah.
And then the crab dude comes and kills him like immediately.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
almost instant.
Like,
Yeah.
I'll always protect my sister. I was like, not like this. I knew where it was going. I said, do not do this right now. Not me having kids that age.
That's rough.
Yeah.
You're right.
Anyways,
But,
so fourth
I
pick,
agree.
Guru is great.
Yes.
Love that pick.
It's a good pick, man.
Very solid.
Yeah. Thanks, guys.
JD's
I
up.
appreciate
Let's
it.
go.
Okay.
You know, I'm gonna be honest. I had a secondary pick, and I'm gonna tell y'all what my secondary pick was. I was gonna pick Vegeta, but I feel like that was a cop out.
It is. He's good.
I have another route that I want to do with Dragon Ball Z, but honestly, my secondary pick is gonna be Kurapika.
Oh
Oh my gosh, dude.
You
Guys.
pivoted. You pivoted so hard
I
and
was gonna say
stayed in the universe.
that's okay.
So-
Guys, he literally buried a person. He told him at the beginning of the fight, "I'm gonna beat you and bury you," and
Intense.
he buried him.
He actually so I went through when we decided the topic. That was my first.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Really?
And then I thought about Bakugo, I thought about Todoroki, I thought about some other people, and then I thought about Vegeta because Vegeta's done really well. I settled on Killua, but Kurapika is a fantastic choice. Gosh, I love that, and he, God, what a great character!
I'm shocked you picked.
The
I'm shocked
eyes,
you picked
man.
I'm shocked you picked a character from this show. Like I'm in the
Really,
first
I
place.
love Hunter x Hunter.
I know you do. But I don't know. I thought you were gonna go in a different direction. I really
I
did.
think well, and
Again, I was gonna pick Vegeta, but then I was like,
Mhm.
one of my female characters is actually.
Well,
gonna
once
come
he
from
picked
that.
Killua, I didn't think
that was mine.
Once he picked Killua, I didn't think that you were gonna go.
go back.
Yeah,
I
go
thought
back.
He was too hurt. He was spurned.
Yeah.
It's crazy. In my notes,
Mhm.
I actually had either, I had Vegeta, and then in parentheses, I had Killua. He picked Killua, and I didn't want the cop out, so I didn't choose Vegeta.
Okay, but I just didn't see you going back
Is there-
because
are
I know how much you
there-
feel about Killua. So
I know.
So for
but
every bit of the deficiency that Gon has as a main character, and he's a good main character, but just we talked about it a episode or two ago or whatever. Like he's fine, he's fine.
right,
Like there's nothing wrong with him, but he's not like moving the needle like Aaron or you.
he's not doing us the
Yusuke.
major.
Yeah, every bit of his deficiency is made up for in
by
Killua
a
and Kurapika.
second, yeah, secondaries.
Holy
Yep.
crap,
There's
they're
a
good.
whole arc with Kurapika chasing the spiders. Like
Just and I mean
He's
on
ama-
site.
he's
on
the
site.
Sasuke of that
He
art.
was,
It's crazy.
which is funny because when I first saw Kurapika, just giving him a shine in this, I was like, in the entrance exam, the hunter exam arc,
For sure.
I was like,
He's nothing special.
I mean, it felt like he was just that dude that existed that was a little bit advanced for the younger kids that were there just to kind of show them like this is the next path. And he was going to phase out. When he came back in with the chains on his hand, I was
he
like,
didn't
oh
phase out.
no.
He's actually the reason that the rest of them
They
got-
leveled up because of it. It's like we got to step
stronger.
up.
They were like, wow, he did that quick. He went in there and he learned his nin powers. And
Put that man to sleep in
Hon-
the rocker.
honestly, Killua and Gon didn't have any idea what they wanted their nin abilities to be, but they heard about Kurapika knowing what his nin abilities were going to be.
Jump
The
power
fact
rock,
that
baby.
He set limits on himself. He can't even use that power outside of the spiders. He set limits on his heart that if he used
Hard,
that
boy.
outside of the spiders, he would die. He's
Man.
amazing. Like that's dedication,
Hard. I love him. He's so cool.
bro. Man.
And the move was great. It looked cool, and the way they again like so that's the world building, like it's so well done. The way they uncovered his power in that fight leading up to it, he goes out there and I'm like, how is he gonna? Because they didn't uncover the fact
Yeah.
the specialist
gosh.
give
For
him,
sure.
give him
You're
access
right.
to all six,
Right.
Yeah.
and then he takes that first hit, and I'm like, because like the dude just rocks him,
Oh yeah.
and he's like is an All Might level type dude.
Uvigan, is that his name?
Yeah, yeah.
Something like that.
Fun
Yeah.
fact: the dub actor is Endeavor.
Oh,
Fun fact.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm that dude that's always I'm like, who's that? He sounds like somebody. So yeah, he rocks him right in the forearm, and I'm like, oh, he's done. And then he wasn't done, and I was like, something
Right.
is afoot. And
Something is-
yeah, and he turned up all phases. My man's 100%.
Broke his arm just to heal it again. That's
Dude,
crazy.
that's great. All right, so
He's back to back.
you're back
Oh,
to
yeah.
back. Female character.
You know what?
Well, he needs to do it, or a song, one of the two.
Oh yeah, I guess.
Oh, I forgot about that last category.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be tough too.
I was gonna give my female character, but now that you said
Great.
something about
Just
that,
great.
you know what my song is gonna
He's
be?
gonna steal your character though. I'm telling you that.
Nah,
I doubt it.
I probably won't.
I-
Yeah.
I-
I think
I
female
highly
character. I
doubt
think we're all well, minus you stealing a really good one.
Value pick.
That's a
Value
that's
pick.
a true value pick. I
Value
don't know.
pick.
I think
Oh,
I think
man.
he and I have different tastes. I think so.
For sure. I'm going with the classic, man. God, Tokyo Ghoul.
Oh, it's good. Tokyo Ghoul. Yeah.
That's on every single
Like,
anime meme.
Bro, like it's classic.
Forever.
I literally feel like that's one of the best openings that could have ever existed.
Yeah.
Literally, the best opening that could have ever existed, man.
It's good,
Like,
man.
Nah,
It's good.
Nah. Yeah.
Listen, it's not the best, but hey, there's been a lot of good ones too that came out. But I like
But
that pick. I respect that pick.
The
That's a good
reason
pick.
I say that though is not really because of the song itself, which is amazing, but the visuals. Him sitting in the chair
Yeah.
and it changing, like they couldn't have done any better. I feel like that was one of the best visually and listening that they could have done
Yeah.
for an opening. Top tier.
Okay.
All right,
I respect
Sandy.
it. I
'Cause
respect it.
I get to close mine out on this next roll, so let's go. So
Well,
get your pick.
Well, yes, you're closing yours out. Yes, you're right. But I'm
You
gonna
think
go.
so? I think you still have.
Well, he has 2 left, which
Well,
is
he has
I'm
3
next.
left actually.
Well, we have the most hated and honorable mention. But I
Yeah.
figured
No,
that'll
but
be
you haven't used your MC yet, right?
MC and opener.
Nor have you used your power.
We have a we're
No,
picking
no,
powers?
no. Power was
Universe.
Oh, we
Universe.
changed.
Yeah, we changed
changed
it.
it.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
you're good, yeah.
Okay, I got you.
I called it, didn't I?
You did.
I called
You
it.
did call that.
All right, that's fine.
This
I
guy.
got you.
First off, tequila. This guy's had some tequila. Anyway, moving on. Okay, so I am gonna go with my song next.
Okay.
All right, and I'm only gonna play a little bit. I'm gonna actually play it.
Oh wow. Okay.
But I can't play it
Nice.
too much
Okay.
because of
Copyright.
copyright. But I'll play a little snippet. But I'm gonna go with Inferno from Fire Force.
God, that's a good one.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Full headbang over here.
Dude, this just for me this hits so hardcore, man.
Oh no, this is a great one.
That sound that you hear in the background is the copyright lawyers knocking on Sandy's window.
So, brief snippet. Even though this is my favorite part right here. I love it, man. I love it. But even the animation style, like the way they have them just flying around the city and using their fire powers, dude, it's just
The animation
yeah.
sequence is fantastic.
Yeah, I absolutely love it, man.
It's elite.
It is elite. I almost went with another pick, which hopefully one of you two pick this next one because
I'm probably not. I'm about to.
You gonna go old school on us?
No, I'm gonna go
in this man's whole career.
I'm about to end this man's whole career. Yeah.
Oh gosh, but I go with Inferno, man. Inferno was absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, that's a great pick. No lie.
Great.
And it was also like it's a newer anime. Fire Force is a newer anime, and I'm glad that they're still coming hard. Like they are truly coming hard with the OPs, man. I love it.
So all right, it's my go. I'm gonna go opener. I get to go both back to back.
You do.
I'm gonna do opener first, just to make my main character last, because I'm went full alt.
You
grunge.
full, yeah, you did.
Alt
I'm
grunge.
I'm actually shocked.
I'm gonna go. I feel like these will both be safe. I'm gonna say I want to shout out, and I don't know the name of it. The second half of Jujutsu Kaisen, I've talked about it multiple times, is fantastic. Actually, both Jujutsu Kaisen openers from season 1 are just elite tier.
Kai Kai Katan, that's the name of the.
Yeah. My heroes, pretty much all of theirs are great, but for me, I do also old school. The Dragon Ball Z dub version, the Dragon, call the Dragon.
Oh yeah.
I'm not picking that. I'm not picking that.
Yeah,
but
that's good though. That's good.
That if you were over the age of like 25, you know that.
For
Dragon
sure.
Ball Z.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great. Yeah. I'm gonna go with the song that inspired a generation. Goringe. A little Suyoku.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That song actually inspired me to figure out what in God's name is the issue with all of these freaking openers being fire in anime. Because go ahead.
We're going Demon Slayer?
Yes, sir.
Nice.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
I like the pick.
Yeah.
That's a
And
good.
so-
It's great, man.
And so it was the animation, them fighting the demons that had the ball that they throw or whatever. You get the full water sword action.
Have you watched the singer who sings the song? Have you watched her perform that live?
Oh yeah, she's intense, man.
It is absolutely incredible to watch.
But so real quick as a tangent, and this may be wrong, but this was found on, I believe, Reddit. So take this for what you will. But I went on a pretty deep dive Google search on why in the hell are all of these anime openers good?
Yeah.
Like I've watched cartoons in America for 34 years,
Right.
And I can't tell you. Maybe the SWAT Cats theme song from like 1999 was like a banger. Like,
Listen,
yeah.
I just took a drink of my beer
Yeah.
and I will
almost
spit it out
yeah.
because
that's,
it said
that's
SWAT
a deep
Cats.
cut. If somebody,
oh my
please
gosh.
find me. Like message the podcast if you know the SWAT Cats theme
Yes,
song.
please.
It's an elite one. So apparently ad space over there is so expensive, most expensive real estate for marketing in the world, that really good musicians will play on anime to be well known.
It literally puts them on the map.
Yeah,
Right.
now, I don't know that is not. I'm not citing or sourcing that. That was a Reddit find, so could be wrong. But it does make sense
They're in
logically.
competition, yeah.
Reddit
Yeah,
being
yeah.
wrong? What?
No, couldn't be. Not the internet. So yeah, but I'm picking Suyoku, man, which is what we colloquially call it around here in America. Yeah, Suyoku.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah. It just. I don't know that I ever skipped that opener, which is I can't say that for anything else. I don't know that it's my favorite, but I know I never skipped it. The whole aesthetic for Demon Slayer, like I watched all of the season, and I watched the opener every time.
I do not blame you. It's
a banger.
One of the things that I take pride in, if I watch a new anime, I have to listen to the opener
Got to.
and the ending, and I'll skip it every other time, but I have to.
I do want to shout out the ending of One Punch Man as just being the most random. That
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
like
Yeah.
just because it'd be like Saitama had blown up a planet and it's just like an alarm clock.
He was over there fighting a fly.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
I will say we're throwing out honorable mention for songs. I'm gonna go "Lost in Paradise" at the end of Jujutsu Kaisen. Him jamming out, like rocking, like he's just
So good, like putting the hair gel in.
hitting the hair gel. He's hitting like the double step. Yeah,
So
there you
well
go. It's
done,
so
dude.
good.
So
man.
we're giving an honorable mention.
Well, no,
Not
no,
yet,
I
not
just
yet.
no.
Okay,
just
I
'cause
was
we
about to
all-
say because I got one to
listen,
throw
just
in.
because
if
we
we're
all
doing
picked
it.
our music so far. You picked your music. Oh no,
No,
you
yeah,
didn't.
you
Oh, I have. I
Oh
did.
yeah. So
That's
yeah,
right,
so
yeah.
So I can throw in my music if I want to.
if you got one, go ahead.
Bro, Yu Hakusho English.
Yeah,
Dude,
yeah.
like the
I know.
Japanese is good, but the English is one of the only English openers that I can say was amazing. Like there's no contest. Like
None.
at all.
Yeah.
All right, so I get to go. I'm going with my 6th pick, main character.
Okay.
And let me see, what have I not touched? We got Hunter x Hunter. We've
You
got
better not say
Black Clover.
Tanjiro.
I picked Demon Slayer already.
He wouldn't know. He couldn't.
Can't. I mean,
Itadori.
I guess I'm looking at this, and I've stayed away from this on purpose, but I'm going Deku, man.
Okay.
Oh my
I'm
God!
going
You got your
the
guy.
crybaby.
You got your
I'm going
guy
Deku,
though.
man.
That's his
I'm going
guy.
Deku.
He
I
got
love
him.
Deku. So I'll
Crybaby
take
Deku.
a minute for Crybaby Deku and shout him out. Again, manga Deku and anime Deku are different people, drastically different people. My boy is clothed in black and he's coming for souls at this point in the manga. I've said it before. I'm not gonna beat the dead horse, but I just think that from a ideal standpoint, which is also another banger opener, that I keep my ideals from my hero.
Yeah.
His ideals are just, I think, peerless in the anime community. Like the reasons he does things is absolutely out of protection and care for the people around him, and to not make people worry for him and about him. And
I
so
agree.
I think he's a great main character. I think that he's caught a lot of flack unfairly because people are wild on the internet.
I mean,
I'm one of those
my
people.
my hero fans are like very toxic, like almost similar to Star Wars fans.
Yeah,
like,
it's rough.
that bad.
One of those things that I'll say is I'm not a big Deku fan. I expressed that on the last podcast we did, but
Right.
the one thing I will say, his fight versus Bakugo, he hit that little, I don't know what he did.
That the Michael Jackson dude.
Bro, oh
He
man.
hit MJ, dude. It was crazy.
It was crazy. I give him props. It was amazing.
Yeah, he's been fun to watch. Like I said, I think his growth and learning, and again, for the anime watchers, it's only going to continue to get better. And kind of how they're stretching him and pulling him. So it's been a lot of fun. So I'm gonna recap, and then you guys can recap yours when you make your sixth pick.
Okay.
I've got Killua first. I've got for my secondary character, I've got Lelouch. V. Britannia is my second pick as the villain, pseudo villain. Noelle Silva is my female character. I've got Dragon Ball, my fourth pick with the universe. I've got Goringe fifth as opener. I've got Deku sixth. And after you guys finish, we can all give our most hated.
Yes.
So we're gonna have there's two more categories, the secret categories. Our most hated, like what is the person, the universe, the character, whatever, that will not be on our roster.
For sure.
I would rather quit anime than have this person on my roster. And then we will do honorable mention is, what do you want to just shout out that didn't make your team for whatever reason?
Yeah.
Because somebody else picked it. So Killua could be for you. Sandy,
Okay.
sixth pick for you, and this is going to be female character.
Yes, female character, and I put a lot of thought into this. Okay, so I have three female characters in mind right now that that I'm thinking about picking. Okay, one, I'm going like it would be strictly like waifu, like strictly, right?
I love it.
Don't listen to this, Jana. Don't listen.
Jenna would never listen to an anime anything. Anyway, shout out wife. Anyway, actual
Exactly.
wife. Anyway, so one would be strictly like waifu, right? The second one would be a female character that I truly believe is a strong female character, and that like she's actually fully developed, that kind of stuff, right?
Right.
And number
As
three,
a character, not as a.
yes, yes, good. As a character, yes. Let me clarify. As a character, the third one would just be for fun. Okay.
Okay.
And I'm just trying to. I'm fully trying to decide which direction I want to go. And I think I'm gonna
Go
go.
fun.
I don't want
No,
to hear waifu, honestly.
you want to hear waifu?
Just tell us all three, but make
Tell
your
us-
pick. Make your pick and tell us
all three and then
Okay.
give us your pick.
Okay,
Yeah.
the fun one for me would be Faye Valentine. Just because,
Oh,
dude,
that's
Faye,
a good one.
Faye she's fun. She's great. She's fantastic.
JD
right?
came back to the mic for that.
He had to. All right, so that's my fun one. All right, my one who I feel like is truly like a strong character, Raftalia from Shield Hero, because
Okay.
dude, she's the one doing all the action, and our homeboy is sitting back with his shield, just like chilling, and he's sending her to the front lines. Like,
Can I be honest?
yes, go for it.
You know, I was gonna pick her,
Mm-hmm.
and I didn't, but she was definitely one of the close seconds that I had.
She is.
She's amazing.
Listen,
Ratalia is literally.
I haven't made my pick yet, but just
The best
she's-
girl.
Yeah, she's fantastic. She really is, right? And season 2 kind of did her injustice, but
I don't know if you read the manga, man.
I've not. That's
gets-
the one I'm
she
not.
gets better.
And then waifu. All right, I'm probably like a simple-minded gentleman here when
Oh,
it comes
boy.
to the waifu, but
I'm nervous.
02. for me, I would say would be my
okay.
waifu from Darling and Franks.
Right.
So if I'm making my selection here, I am probably, gosh, man, this is a tough pick for me.
I'm already writing it out and I'm in my notes, but I want to hear what you say.
I feel like I know who you're gonna pick.
I do too, but go ahead.
I'm gonna go Rough Talia.
I knew it.
Yeah, I'm going right. You had Faye, didn't you?
No, I had. After you said you were a simple man, I was like, okay.
0-2.
Yeah, I was like, I know where this
Trust
is
me,
going.
I want to go. Trust me, 0-2. If anybody out there, 0-2, she steals my heart sometimes. So
Okay, okay.
I feel
Anyway,
like I knew Ralph Talia was gonna be
Rough
your pick.
Talia. Yeah, I like
sure.
Rough Talia a lot because, man, dude, she's in the action, man. She is absolutely in the action. And
But her start was so amazing though. Like
Yeah.
where she came from to where she is now.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
And I've enjoyed her character development and to be honest with you, like the whole hybrid animal like human like hybrid, like she pulls it off, man. She pulls it off
Oh, for
well.
sure.
Yeah. So but yeah, there you go. That's my final pick. And if I'm recapping like old boy Trevor over here did, I made my MC. I went with Edward Elric. My secondary, I went with Levi, and my universe, I went with My Hero Academia. My villain, I went with Garu. And
good.
my song, I went with Inferno from Fire Force. And female, Ralph Talia.
All
So,
right.
I'm very interested to see where you go, JD, with your final pick of the draft.
Okay, so let me ask you: am I doing my final pick and I'm doing my honorable mention?
You'll
or-
do your final pick. We'll
Recap.
pause for a second to recap,
Yeah.
and then we'll go for we'll do honorable mentions and then do hated thing
Yeah, yeah,
last.
yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I like that. All right. So, my female character, I actually had a couple directions I could go, but surprisingly, I think I'm gonna finesse all of you guys.
Okay.
I'm gonna pick OG Dragon Ball Chi-Chi.
OG.
Yeah.
Oh,
She
okay.
had a lot.
OG.
She had a lot of spirit back then,
Yeah,
man.
she was.
she was cool,
Well, she was
man.
less
She
of
wanted
a
to fight.
cranky hag.
Even in Dragon Ball Z, she trained Goten. He's the reason he's
She-
Super
yeah,
Saiyan.
That's
now.
right.
Yeah,
I
she-
forgot about
That was such a good moment when like Goten's been getting like slick good training and Gohan's like, you had me doing math
Yeah.
Right.
for decades.
Yeah, and then here's
This
here's
boy is
Goten.
in
Yeah.
Super Saiyan
I
at
feel
7
like
years old.
Chi-Chi went in and she wanted to fight Goku during the tournament and prove herself.
Right.
She was cool, man.
Her dad was literally King Yemma. Like, he was the one that everybody knew. She wanted to prove herself. She was a fighter. She had the drive. I feel like she could take any female character on. Like,
As a kid, I actually was more like, I mean, a teenager, I was more drawn to her than Bulma actually,
and I 100% agree.
because of those, like, there was something more like,
Well, me being a simple man, I was always Bulma. But anyway, moving on.
yeah, like for me, it was, I thought Chi-Chi was cool because like she was drawn, like she was pretty, like she was drawn pretty, but she was also like real. Like I like, to me, the fact that she would get like angry and stuff, it brought a little bit of weight actually to the universe.
That's a good point.
Because
That's a
like,
good point.
man, come on now. Look, if you're sitting there and like, let's just say your brother comes in and is like, hey, I'm taking your son to go fight this alien. And I'm gonna put him in this time chamber where he's gonna get a year older, and he's gonna come out, and I'm gonna let him fight. I'm gonna give the alien, the robot, sorry, not alien, the robot a senzu bean to make sure he's strong enough to fight your son. You'd be like, absolutely not. You're
What
not.
are you doing?
Yeah, you're not taking my son to fight Cell. And so Chi-Chi acted appropriately, but like, there's a fun, I believe it's a filler episode where early on, where they get possessed.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? And
Yeah.
and they're trying to deal with her, and she's like whooping all the Z fighters because Goku's dead, and Gohan is still little and not able to do anything, and she's mopping Krillin up, she's mopping up Master Roshi. It gets very funny.
But she literally went through intense training, though. She was actually a fighter, guys. Like, a lot of people didn't watch Dragon Ball. Most of the generation now from like 98 and up only watch Dragon Ball Z. So you guys don't know. Chi-Chi was a fighter.
No, she was hands up.
She literally threw hands. She told Goku, hey, look, we're going to fight, and I'm going to marry you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, straight up. Like, she's literally...
She had Noelle Silva vibes, to be honest.
Oh,
like,
for sure. No, she had Yusuke vibes at the
She
time.
did. Yeah.
No, that's true. She
is
would
true.
go hands to hand with anybody.
All right. So
recap yours.
yeah,
man.
recap
For sure.
yours.
So I'm gonna give my recap. All right, we're gonna start with my main character, Yusuke. Hands rated E for everybody. You're a Meshi. As my MC, my secondary was Kurapika, which was a surprise, probably to most of you guys.
Surprise pick.
My female character was Chi-Chi. My my universe is Pokemon.
Got it.
Love it.
I'm not
Gotcha.
gonna recap the team, but my villain is Aizen from Bleach. And my ending is Tokyo. My opening is Tokyo Ghoul's opening.
Before we move on, is there anyone you'd want to change from your team?
Oh, for sure not.
Oh, he's locked in.
He's locked in. A part of me wants to go to 0-2, but I'm gonna stick with Rough
I was gonna say for me, I forgot. I don't know why it blanked out of my brain, but I kind of want to swap Deku for Ash.
Ooh.
Oh, the
Dang.
immortal god himself.
The immortal god himself.
I'm gonna stick with Deku because I haven't like
I'm shocked that you would even consider him your boy.
That's
your
pretty
boy
good,
Deku.
though.
because
Dude,
what
Deku is what brought you back to the world,
I
man.
know,
Listen,
but
You were
listen.
here, sitting
for
here
me-
because of Deku.
For me, it's all about like for me. I can't shun the legacy, man. Like I would have no problem putting Goku as my MC. Like,
One thing I will say though with the Ash pick, so during the Comic-Con they had a question. They basically were doing like Pokemon Pokédex entries, and one of the Pokédex entries they used was the Pokemon is 18,000 degrees. And it was who was it? It was not Magmar. It was another Pokemon that Ash has actually held
Just
before.
held it. Yeah, no, he just
he just held it.
indestructible.
Like, he literally took a psychic attack from Mewtwo, one of the strongest.
On the chin. He punched Mewtwo in the face. Like that's why the theory, which is one day we should do a fan theory podcast. But I always have ideas. The theory that Ash is actually in a dream, like in a coma, like holds so much weight when you start to stretch out like the stuff that he accomplishes.
Yeah, he's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
and the fact that he doesn't age, that kind of thing.
Yeah, he can throw hands with Saitama like tomorrow.
Oh gosh.
in
dang.
every single movie, he's done something where the legendary Pokemon has hit him with something, and he survived it with no. He literally got destroyed by a Pokemon, and Pikachu went crazy,
And came back.
and Ash came back. Like how
Like,
does that happen?
And the thing is, like the first episode of the whole anime, my man gets
Oh
electrocuted,
yeah, big
like,
time.
That's
just
true.
blown up by Pikachu.
Trying to protect him from Spearow.
Well, that's actually the first time is
yeah.
he just gets shocked in the front yard of Oak's house, but then he gets shocked in the Firo thing in the rain
In the rain.
by a straight thunderbolt. Gets up like the bike is destroyed. He's a tough SOB.
Yeah.
And he's
Anyways,
just there.
he's just always there, man.
But you're gonna keep with Deku.
I'm gonna keep it Deku.
Okay.
I don't feel like you can change your team. You picked it. I
Yeah.
feel good about Deku. I'm just
Yeah.
there's some
Still
thought
a good
there.
pick.
Okay, so let's go honorable mention.
Okay.
And I'll go since JD went. My honorable mention. I mentioned Ash. I'm gonna mention Bulma.
Okay.
Is my honorable mention character. That was the other person that I wanted to. Completely different reasons from Sandy. There has never been a more A1, day one, down for it character in the history of anime. I'm pretty sure. She has no powers.
None.
She has no abilities. She's just smart and has a capsule for everything. And like the Cell Saga, after the androids first appear and Yamcha gets murdered for the second time and gets brought back by the Senzu Bean, she's like, let's go. She tells Yajirobe, like, let's go over there and see what's going on. And he's like, what? And she's like, I just want to go check it out. Like, if we're going to die anyways, I'm going to go see. Like, there ain't nobody more down. And then Future Trunks, she's building time machines, going back in time. She's squaring up with the androids there. She's squaring up with Goku Black.
Yeah.
Like
you're right.
there's just no like across all
sure.
times, all
No,
time.
she's in Beerus's face and gets like slapped.
Yeah,
like-
she slaps Beerus. She's
Yeah.
the first person to put hands on him.
Yeah, that's
and then,
true.
And then Vegeta,
My baby,
Yeah.
Bulma.
which underrated. So Super does comedy so well, but when Goku comes back and he's like, he was like watching the entire time. He's like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, you said, oh no, my Bulma. That's very funny.
Yeah.
So that's my honorable mention. Sandy, what's your honorable mention?
Yeah. So for me, honorable mention, I was gonna go for secondary character. The daddy himself, Piccolo. I was gonna go with Piccolo.
Really? That's an interesting pick.
Yeah. I just.
You stick in there? You going Piccolo?
No, I mean he's my honorable mention still, but like I'm gonna say like I almost went that way with secondary because he's been very influential throughout the entire Dragon Ball saga, and he has wisdom beyond his years. He's always able to I don't know, keep them on the straight and narrow. Like,
if Gohan would have actually taken over like he was supposed to, he would have been my pick for the main character.
yeah.
That boy, Gohan's my all-time.
Yeah,
I
and,
love
and
that.
it's because
Daddy
of Piccolo.
Piccolo.
Yeah, that's right.
The real father.
Yeah.
He's a stepdad who stepped up.
For sure.
Yeah, that's why I would have gone for honorable.
Man, that's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
I
What about
might-
you, JD?
I might have went Zenitsu too, by the way. Zenitsu's.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that's a good one.
Yeah.
Mine is gonna actually be a main character.
Ooh.
It's between two different choices.
Who are your two?
I'm a spider, so what?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
But I think I'm gonna pick Rimuru.
Okay.
You love Rimuru, man.
He can literally bless somebody to have powers by giving them a name.
Yeah,
That's
just
amazing.
A name.
He did it for me.
Like, Rimuru would definitely be my honorable mentions with MCs.
All right, most hated. Most hated.
Most
Who's not making your team? You
Usopp.
would.
Shout out Lorenzo. God.
Usopp, 100%. I like Usopp as a character, and for you guys, One Piece is one of my favorite animes, but Usopp is literally disrespect. Like, he does things that pisses me off. For you guys that haven't watched the spoilers, I'm sorry. During the arc where they met Brook, there was a ghost girl that had a devil fruit who could use her ghost abilities, Perona, and he pulled out a hammer that said 10,000 tons, and the hammer was not actually 10,000 tons, it was a balloon. And he showed it to her, and he acted like he was going to hit her, and she passed out, and her powers dissipated. So, like, for him to do stuff like that, it's very quirky, but also I feel like it's a hacks. Like, why are you even on the crew? Like, there are so many members that have, like, amazing abilities, and here you are with a balloon hammer that says 10,000 tons. Like, what's
Yeah.
going on?
Yeah.
That's a real G.
Yeah, that's good, man. For me, this it's universe, main character, villain, all these things, all in one. And I would never have this on any of my
Oh
anything.
boy, here we go.
And I just want to go ahead and repeat from last week, but it's Naruto. Anything Naruto.
One of my best friends loves Naruto, and I told him about this, and he's prepared to drive here from Memphis.
Is he at the door, actually? I
Yeah.
heard
no,
the door.
Hey, it's me, Goku. Like,
Anything Naruto, and I would rather do 7,000 things than have Naruto anywhere.
You'd rather
near
go through
this list.
Saitama's workout regimen?
Yeah, actually, I would actually.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
No-
I think,
no
actually,
air
that would
conditioning in
benefit
the
me.
summer.
That would 100% benefit me.
no AC in the summer, no heat in the winter.
Exactly.
Yeah, but there you go.
All right, my most hated. I think I'm gonna go with. You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna go with Master Roshi.
Oh,
Please
Only
explain.
so he only has one stick,
he does. He does only have one stick.
and he was really only beneficial. Granted, it was super beneficial, and he taught. Now, I will say, it was between three people, all from Dragon Ball, which I think they bring the show down, and it's him, Krillin. Krillin gets on my nerves because he, hey, baby, Goku, like, man, like, you are the strongest human. Like, step up,
I
train.
don't know, but think about it. He's the one that basically cut Frieza's tail with
Yeah,
the
but-
destructo
yeah,
disc.
That's all he did. He got blown up.
Krillin lost. Krillin lost me when he wished for hair, man. That's what.
Okay,
That's when he lost me.
Or Yajirobe, who also is just a pointless character.
I like Yajirobe, bro.
is the
I do.
hero of
Yeah.
the Saiyan saga. What do you
Man,
mean?
he is. I'll give you that.
I love.
but he
Yajirobe.
shouldn't be. Just straight plot armor. Anyways, I'm gonna stick with Master
Plot
Roshi.
armor.
I'm gonna stick with Master Roshi because like
Mhm.
the pervy old dude thing is done a lot
Yeah.
and it's done better. He did teach the most iconic move in anime, which
Yeah.
is the Kamehameha, which I
Which is arguably one of the most influential moves.
no,
in-
it is like there's not. I mean, I don't
Yeah.
think there's one that's crossed the divide the
Him
way it
versus
has.
Kefla. Like, if it wasn't for Kamehameha, that wouldn't have happened.
No, for sure. I mean, I agree, but I think it's just maybe I want to change that. I don't know.
I
You
don't
guys
know.
are talking me out of it. You guys are
I
talking me
feel
out
like
of
the
it.
Kamehameha was the biggest thing that could have happened in Dragon Ball. Like, it's literally a staple move, and if it wasn't for Master Roshi, there would be no Kamehameha.
All right. You guys are talking me out of it. I'm gonna back off. Master Roshi is safe.
We've bullied
I'm,
him.
I'm
Yeah,
deleting it. It's
yeah.
peer pressure.
Yeah.
Well, I kind of did it myself, and I said he taught him the most iconic move in anime. I'm like, dang.
You had to think about it there.
That does make
No,
sense.
I kind of move history. Like,
Yeah, it does make sense.
Yeah.
So, who do I hate? That's kind of my issue. I don't really hate. I can kind of see the value in most characters, like even Mineta. Like
Mineta.
like-
That is amazing. Don't talk about
Yeah.
that.
I hate Mineta.
grape rush. So like, I don't know. I may most hated.
I could see you as a not hate anybody kind of guy, but
Oh yeah, I mean, no.
yeah.
What is it? Which also would have been another MC that I forgot about. Thorfinn. You have no enemies.
Thorfinn.
I kind of want. I kind of want to replace Deku. For Thorfinn.
Oh man.
Well, just to be different. Like it's.
Well, put that on your honorable mentions. That's an honorable mention there.
I'm
Yeah.
surprised you
think-
didn't
That's a good
pick
one.
like Boruto for your most hated or something.
No, that's I don't have any. I think I have the. For me, Naruto exists in a worse space than for Sandy, which is I just don't think
Jesus.
about it.
Kurama.
Rather be hated than not thought of. I think I'm just gonna leave it empty, man. I don't know if I have anything that I fully hate.
Okay.
Maybe. Oh, actually, never mind. The guy from Black Clover.
Oh.
I freaking hate that dude.
dude.
I hate that dude. In the middle of the Elf Saga, that's him. That's the one I hate.
He's like the equivalent of the Cabbage Man from Avatar.
Except not funny. Like in the
Yes,
middle
sir.
of the Elf Saga, we're taking 5 minutes for him. No, sir.
Yeah.
Get off my screen.
I agree.
Get off my screen immediately. So yeah, guy, like go Seke, and he actually has a really dope like power set. Like he does.
He
cool
really
stuff.
does,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
He's just annoying.
Yeah, he's the worst.
Very annoying.
But yeah. So that's thank you guys. Y'all brought that out of me.
Okay.
For sure.
Hate that dude.
We bring the hate.
I hate that dude so much.
Okay, so I hope you listeners have enjoyed this draft as much as we have. We will be bringing you like it's already set in stone. Like we're in the month of November now. Our next episode. We will be doing Pokemon starters. Like, that is
Sounds good to me.
That is 100% happening.
It's got to be your 6-man team walking into the Elite Four.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's what it's
man.
going to
Oh
be.
my goodness, dude! It's
And
gonna be incredible.
We'll put some parameters. We'll make it challenging.
For sure.
Yeah, we will. And actually, I got some ideas. We'll
I
talk
do
off the
too.
pod. We'll talk off the
I do
pod.
too.
But yes, so definitely be there for that. And we're gonna probably do like a Pokemon release special. Like that's what we're gonna do because with Scarlet and Violet coming out.
You're right.
So,
That's a good idea.
but
Yeah,
anyway,
yeah, we did.
we are excited about that one. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Definitely check out the rest of the Royal Geek podcast channel with all things Marvel, Star Wars, DC, anything geek. We're there for you. We're doing Andor review right now. And Black Panther next week. We are all looking forward to that. Black Panther. If you're not ready, then
Looks good.
November
you can kick
11th,
rocks.
guys.
Yeah.
Big month.
So-
Big month.
All right. So anyway, for JD, Trevor, and myself, I will be signing off, and we will see you next time. You peasants.